So, Colette wants to say a few words about the foundation, etc. I just want to quickly say thank you for everybody for coming out here. I know some of you thought this was supposed to be the DL instead of the Delancey, but I'm glad everybody made it here eventually. It's just really great to see everybody. There's so many people that flew in from all over just to celebrate Patrick, and that says a lot about Patrick and probably says a lot about us too, right? About how good a friend we are and how good a friend he was to us. So I think you're going to say some words, but after that, we're probably going to try to pass out some information about the foundation, and Colette will talk more about it. And then also we want to collect some information about everybody that's here so that we can continue to contact you and continue to keep the momentum going that we started today. So go ahead, Colette.
Well, hi, I'm Colette. I'm Patrick's auntie. You may have heard of me. I'm his, not only his aunt, but his chief instigator and sometimes third mother. First of all, I want to thank you for joining us on Patrick's birthday. Not only is it a celebration of his birthday, but a celebration of his life. And I'd like to thank Chip, and I'm going to speak a little loud. I'm a steward, so we speak loud naturally. I'd like to thank Chip, and I'd like to thank Martine for making this night possible. What a great space. And we want you to have a great time. Note that at 10, the DJ starts to play. You go downstairs, dance, okay?
Will do.
Now, you know, Chip and Martine really knew how much fun Patrick had. We like to have a good time. And I want you to pledge that you're going to show Patrick that you know how to have a good time tonight. You know, I know he's somewhere around here. You know, hanging around in the back, bouncing around, got a brew in his hand, and waiting for someone to slice up his birthday cake. Well, I'm here to have fun, but I'm also here to ask you to partner with us to accomplish something that would make Patrick do his little dance, which is the launch of the Patrick Spann Foundation. So I want to tell you how it got started. Literally the second day after we lost Patrick, I woke up really angry, and I was scared because I was afraid people were going to forget Patrick. Now, I already knew that the CASH program, Fordham University, Cornell University, University of Chicago Laboratory School were going to provide scholarships in Patrick's name. But you know, for me, it's never enough. I didn't think that was going to be enough to really do something to carry on what Patrick wanted to do in his life. So I kind of defaulted to my non-for-profit management experience and thought, oh, let's start a foundation. So I reached out like some kind of grieving, crazy woman on Facebook to Patrick's friends. And I found out that other people thought it was a good idea. The first people who got in contact with me were Pierre and Jessica Monk. They said, don't worry about it, Auntie Colette. We got it under control. We're going to start this foundation. But there were a whole lot of other people who were involved. I reached out to Lupita Gonzalez, who Patrick considered her his forever cousin because she happened to make the mistake of getting engaged to our real cousin. And we really kind of liked her maybe a little bit more than we liked him. Well, she's an expert in non-for-profit management. She took us by the hand and led us through the strategic planning process. Then Josh Amos came on board. He said, should I develop a website? And I was like, well, yeah, of course you're going to develop a website. My husband very graciously developed the logo that you see today. And then Yuri and Carlo came out of absolutely heaven and addressed my concern about how we were going to store all this information. And she said, oh, by the way, I'm an expert in software application, so I'll take care of it for you. Simone Thomas then stepped up. She said, you know what I do on the side? I'm a public relations expert. And so she's worked with us to develop all of the communication materials that you'll receive today, as well as working with us to develop a strategic plan around public relations. Then I worried. I said, well, what happens if we get money? How do we get money? And up crops, based on Pierre's relationship, another Cornelian, Caroline Allen, who gave us the inside scoop on fundraising. Now that's exciting, but I have to be honest with you. Over the last couple of days, I was really kind of concerned. I was really wondering, what made Patrick so special that he deserved a foundation? Only an auntie could ask a question like that. So I really worked hard at trying to come up with a reason why a foundation should support Patrick's dreams. Then I thought about a silly Robin Thicke song, and I know he's in hot water now, but I still think he's cute. He had a song that was called I Want Everything. And every time I would hear the song, I think about Patrick, because Patrick wanted everything. But I noticed over the last year or so, he seemed to be falling into those boxes that we all fall into, father, son, employee, owner. And he told me, he said, I'm really good at sales. I think I'm going to stay being a salesman. And I was a little worried when I heard it. Because I'm like, where are all these dreams about being the head of a large corporation? Have they disappeared? And when I actually asked Patrick, I tricked him. I said, oh, I know you're going to be a very rich salesman with all those big commissions. Maybe you'll go buy an island. And he stopped me. And he said, no, I still want to be basically the head of an organization. I still want to start my own business. I still want to change the world. But I think I just figured out a path to getting there. Simply stated, Patrick still wanted everything. There were no second priorities for Patrick, and he carried the responsibility associated with attaining those priorities with no problem. Patrick's first priority was family. We were his foundation, and now we see how much he was ours. Community. That was Patrick's first priority. Heck, Patrick didn't just want to change communities, he wanted to change the whole world. He didn't believe all that hype about hopelessness. He was convinced that his friends would change the world. But Patrick had another first priority, career. He wanted to be successful. He was strongly driven by success. How many of you remember Patrick's absolute fever over wine sorbet? He called us up at home one day. He said, I can't be there. I said, what you doing? I'm making the sorbet. I said, you're making it? How are you making the sorbet? I'm in the basement with the cook. I'm making the sorbet. We got people who want to buy the sorbet. I'm making the sorbet. Yet somehow, Patrick pulled all this off and still remained a guy that you wanted to be around. How was this possible? Well, let me tell you. Patrick was having fun. We believe that the next generation needs to know what Patrick knew in order to change the world. The next generation needs to have this type of self-confidence. It needs to learn how to reach out to others. The next generation needs to be able to joyfully accept its responsibilities. And it needs to know that you and I need them to succeed. That's why we need the Patrick Spann Foundation. But an organization is nothing by itself. It's only as strong as the people who make it up. Patrick knew this, and this is why he is the one who brought us together tonight. We are the people with whom Patrick enjoyed having fun. He told me over and over again how proud he was of you. He knew that you had the skills, the social consciousness, and the strength to change the world. He also knew that you wanted everything. That is, everything associated with a more compassionate and a more responsible society. However, your ongoing happiness and well-being is dependent on the strength of the next generation. Together, we form the Patrick Spann Foundation. Yes, the people in this room are the Patrick Spann Foundation. The vision of the foundation states our goal. We envision a world where all youth demonstrate integrity and are productive members of their communities. We are the Patrick Spann Foundation. Together, we will end the social isolation and learned helplessness that blocks our young people from reaching their full potential. We know that it is a problem that cuts across race, ethnicity, language, income, and social standing. So the foundation will reach out to all youth. We will be the thought leaders on these issues. We will provide funding to grow the best ideas and support the best practices that exist to help our young people believe in themselves, demonstrate personal integrity, and become productive members of their communities. So what will the Patrick Spann Foundation do to solve these problems? Well, like Patrick, we will focus on family, community service, and career success. Like Patrick, we will thrive on healthy competition and always find a fun way of doing it. And the foundation, just like Patrick, will be a virtuoso of networking. It will mentor new ideas and measure the effectiveness of current strategies. We may also conduct some special programs to advance in these areas. But most importantly, and I'm talking to you, is that the Patrick Spann Foundation will build partnerships between you and other people and organizations who are interested in solving these problems. Our planning team will be reconvening to further define what the Patrick Spann's priorities will be in the next 5 years. We will focus on year 1, year 3, and year 5. And let me tell you right now, I'm inviting you, next time this year we'll be celebrating what we have accomplished over the last year. So here are kind of some of the ideas that we thought would be things that the foundation should prioritize. And I'm going to have to read this to you. Mentoring young people and those people who are responsible for their growth to teach pride and not blame. And let me back up. The foundation will be supporting programs and ideas to actually address these issues. Linking young people of all backgrounds so that they can see opportunities in the world. Increasing the number of tutorial, apprenticeship, and internship opportunities. Helping young people create new business ventures and build and enrich their communities. And then finally, reducing teen depression and making them look for a more healthy lifestyle. So, since we're the Patrick Spann Foundation, we need your ideas. So don't hesitate to stop and let us know what you want us to do. We also have some great post-it cards over on that table that you can use. Actually, we can take them to that wall, write down your idea, post it on the wall. This will go back to the planning committee so that we can integrate what you think we should do. So today, I'm asking for your support. Right now, we need you so that we can have starting capital. We need the money to build the capacity of the Patrick Spann Foundation. We're doing this so that it can become the kind of top performer that Patrick was. Consider it a personal investment or a forever birthday gift to Patrick. Your capital will be used to build the operational capacity, and that means staff, equipment, space, and so on. So the foundation will reach a level of self-sufficiency. You will be provided with clear information about how we're proceeding, just as you would if you were an investor, so that you can make a decision of how you want to continue your relationship with the Patrick Spann Foundation. Well, I've never done this, but I'm getting ready to say it. Consider your $100, $200, $300 or more contribution to be a ground floor investment. But I must tell you, we're moving very fast. You know, the foundation was only incorporated this week. We are actually in the process of applying for tax-exempt status. Heck, we just got a telephone number yesterday. But already, we are receiving requests from major foundations on how they can donate. Bill got an email from Patrick's company saying, "We have money, would you please tell us where to send it?" We also recognize that there are other ways in which you can contribute. So please let us know if you're willing to donate your time and talents as well. We need you, and we need your collective involvement so that we can be a critical success in addressing these needs. Now, to prove to you that we are the Patrick Spann Foundation, I'd like to introduce you to the foundation founders who are here tonight. Would you raise your hands, please, so that everybody knows where you are? These people have name tags on. These are the people who have been involved with planning at the very first day. These are the people who have put in unbelievable time and effort. I have a name tag for you. You got in here late. They have done it through full-time jobs. They have done it from walking on the beach. They have done it from having babies. And they never stopped. We literally had babies on our conference calls. It was unbelievable. And we have a couple of here to show the truth. These babies. Okay, Pear's son was born, I believe, like the day before we had our first conference call. And his wife, Jessica goes, I go, "I don't want to bother the woman just had a baby." She goes, "I'm on maternity leave. I've got time. Let's go." So, okay, I'm with you. This is amazing. So, get to talk to them. And I'd also like you to consider them, what we're considering them, as ambassadors of the foundation. We're starting to work on what that means and what that would mean to you in terms of your involvement with the foundation. So I want to thank you. I want you to make sure that you fill out your information form, because we are going to let you know every step of the way what's happening with this foundation. We want to stay in contact with you. In fact, Patrick wants to stay in contact with you. Yuri Ann, who was like the angel of technology, who came to me after I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning wondering how we were going to merge all these databases. She said, no worries, Colette. I'm an expert in software development. I got it. I know what's going on. This beautiful girl, I really just have to say I'm amazed at her. Baby in motion, everything going on at the same time, is truly an ambassador. She came on board and she did something. I've talked about Simone and the rest. But you know, I think about Patrick, and I think that he brought all these people together. I've never put together an initiative so easy in my life. I actually told my cousin last night, I don't even know if I don't have anything to do. She said, well, just relax. Everything's all right. You don't have to worry. Somewhere, he's in this room, pumping his fist, saying yes. He's so excited for all of you. So I want to ask you, if you have a glass in hand, or a bottle in hand, or if you just want to wave your hand, let's give a toast to our Patrick. And let him know we are the Patrick Spann Foundation. We are the Patrick Spann Foundation. All right, that's enough. Let's go party.
Yeah!
Too much.
Oh, no.